YouTube. What's going on, family? It's your man Miami Patron back for another video, and as you see, we have a beautiful Mercedes AMG GTC, meaning convertible top, here in beautiful Dubai. As you guys can probably see here, we have the Burj Khalifa right behind. This is actually my building. It's like the perfect view for me to take content for this vehicle. But without further ado, we have this beautiful yellow in the daylight. It is so hot out here in Dubai. I don't want to stay out here too long, but guys, the sound of this thing is absolutely beautiful. A lot of you guys have been loving the AMG series. You guys love the G-Wagon. Next, I'm probably going to take out a GT43, which is the coupe. A lot of y'all like that. But before we get to that, we have this yellow GTC. In this content, we talk about cars, we talk about dating and lifestyle, and we're gonna do a nice little POV drive. We have a meeting with this girl who wants to make content with us, so why not? We got a 30-minute drive. We make do with the both of them, so let's make it happen. Let's hop inside, let's have a nice little view, and let's make it. Look at this interior. Okay, so guys, I'm gonna be completely honest here. This is gonna be my first impressions. I've driven this car literally 1 mile. I picked it up at the rental shop. As you guys know, I partnered with Uptown Rentals, so they give me access to all these vehicles. So we're gonna be together as we discover this vehicle. Like, for honest, I didn't even know how to turn this shit on for the first 5 minutes. Cause look at this. This is actually how you turn it on. It doesn't look like it. Like, that's the weirdest button. It's not here, and it's not here. Traditional Mercedes, you know, like a button right here. It's this random ass button that, like, come on, like, what is that? It's like an arrow sliding around, but that's actually how you turn it on. Start up in sport mode. As you heard the loud pipes, let's give it a nice little rev here. Oh yes sir, yes sir. Alrighty guys, now I got excited on that one. Let's keep it 100%. We all got excited with that shit. Like, that sounded beautiful. Let's go. Okay, first impressions of this interior. This is old. I don't know exactly which year this is, but I can tell that this is the older version. But I do know that it took them a couple years to update this actual platform. Before they updated the other cars, like the AMG, the S-Class, the other vehicles, before they updated this one. So we're looking at the old infotainment center here. This dash, this carbon fiber interior, I love this. I don't know exactly, I would call this maybe 2019 or I would say maybe about a 2019. I'll find out exactly what year this car is. I just take out cars like it's GTA, but I like what's going on here with this carbon fiber. This is nice. This is cool. Nice little cockpit here. We're gonna put that vented seats on, but I'm sure they have an updated interior on the brand new ones. So without further ado, too much talking shit, let's go ahead and let's get for a little ride. I have this girl waiting for us, and we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna rock and roll. So super simple. What we got here is we have this little lever. We're gonna pull this down. It's gonna put us in drive. We have the loud pipes on, we have manual mode on, and then we have suspension, which I haven't messed with yet, so I don't know exactly which one that is. So without further ado, let's go for a little drive here, and we're gonna take some first impressions of this vehicle. So first thing, this car has some miles on it. I'm gonna keep it 100%. Like I said, these are rental cars that I'm taking out and just enjoying in these nice little POV drives. This one has 117, almost 118,000 miles. So with that being said, some of the things that are missing on this vehicle, the sound system is not really working, as the bass is not working, and the steering. Honestly, I don't feel the safest with this steering right now, to be completely honest. I don't know, like, it's very, like, look at this, like, the car's not moving when I move the steering wheel like that. So I can't tell the difference if it's the car itself or it's the you know, that's just generally how the GTC was made. We got a nice little car crew over there. But guys, welcome to beautiful Dubai. Welcome to the channel. This is basically what we do. I just take out new cars every day. Like, I'm probably gonna take out another car after this. Guys, I've taken out Lamborghinis, Ferraris, Rolls Royce, you name it. Rolls Royce Phantoms, any car that you can think of, I can get access to it. Even the Aventador, the McLaren 720S. I have an Aventador on my list to get down, but let's, hold on. Oh, okay. Let me crack this window a little bit. It's so hot out here in Dubai, guys. I'm from California, San Diego, California. Okay, I was living in Miami before this. Guys, the heat out here is another level. Like, it's humid and hot. So having this window down, I'm gonna do it just for you guys, just so we can, you guys can hear this sound, but I'm gonna have to take a shower after this. Let's get some loud pipes in here. Yes, sir. Okay. Guys, AMG never ceases to amaze with the exhaust. We got the paddle shifters right here. Okay, so nice. You guys should be able to see right over the hood. Nice low car. What's been an issue? Sheesh. Okay, we're in business. Let's fucking go. Okay. Yeah, the steering is really loose on this. Not feeling the best, but okay. All right. Oh boy, this shit pulls. Yo, we hit, I don't know if you saw that, we hit numbers very quickly. I'm gonna put these windows back up so it's not too much wind noise. I just wanted to give you guys a little sound of that, those loud pipes. All right, so as you see here, we have rush traffic at this time of the day. I don't know if you guys can tell on the camera, but the it's foggy. Like, it's super humid out here. It's probably about 110, 120. Not like a Las Vegas heat, desert heat. Even though we're in the desert, this is some weird ass weather. It's desert, but it's humid. Like, oof. Yes, sir. So another thing with this car, it's got some fucking notifications that come off. But the weather here in Dubai is wild. Like, a lot of people said, oh, don't come to Dubai right now, the weather is wild. It's wild. Like, you don't want to be outside more than 5 minutes. 5 minutes, I kid you not, 5 minutes. If you're out for 5 minutes, you're toast. Yes. Bro, like, come on, like, AMG, and I'm not saying Mercedes, like, it's got to be the AMG pack, right? Loud pipes. They have some of the best sounding exhaust. Like, guys, as I'm hearing these crackles and pops, you guys are hearing this, it's rumbling the car. Like, I can feel the pops and bangs, like, coming through the shaft and on the steering wheel. Like, I can feel it. This is some shit right here. And this is not even a GTS. This is just a GTC, as we got a soft top up here. And it's definitely not a top you want to put down right now, but you guys have been loving the AMGs lately, so I thought it would be a great opportunity for me to take one out for you guys, because some of y'all like to see the Lamborghinis, Ferraris, and Rolls Royces, but sometimes something a little bit more manageable like a Mercedes and AMG, y'all like to watch this. And that's actually my most viewed video so far, is a G63, which I might make another one, because we have like I took out a white one and we got a black one. But okay, so I'm gonna keep it a completely 100 with you guys. There's definitely not this. There's something wrong with the steering, because even as I pull, I'm feeling this. So you're not gonna see me going too crazy with this, but it's manageable. There's like something with the alignment, but you guys can still hear those loud pipes. I know for a fact y'all can hear that shit, because I can hear that shit right behind right behind my ear. Okay, so let's talk about seating position, okay? I like the seating position. I have not driven the old SLS. As you guys know, the model right before this was that Gulf Wing SLS, one of the most iconic cars in car history. And if I'm not mistaken, the older version before that, or whatever, 60s, 70s, 80s version, was the most expensive car ever sold at $100,000. So those doors were super classic. But when they came out with this model, whichever model, W whatever, they got rid of the doors. Now, why would they do that? Like, come on now. Like, let's just say that's your signature piece. Like, for example, we're not gonna go with the BMW i8. Like, that's a piece of crap. Like, let's be honest, it looks fine, but to drive is a piece of shit. Like, you gotta put loud pipes, you gotta put a V8 in that thing. Nobody wants this hybrid bullshit. Like, a car enthusiast, a guy who'd want a car like that, they need a V8 bi-turbo or some V10, something like this. Like, nobody wants an i8. Like, let's be honest, not a car enthusiast. But anyways, that was a side subject. So Mercedes, like, man, if you would have kept those doors on this car right here, that would have been an absolute win. You hear that that sound right there was an X6M riding right by us. Yo, okay, so the ride height, super comfortable. I'm liking it. The bolsters, I'm a big guy. I'm 240 pounds. I don't know what that is in kilos. Maybe like, no, I'm not even gonna attempt. Maybe 110, I think it is. 115. So I'm a big guy. I'm a little under 6 foot, about 6 foot. These seats are a little snug on me. Like, I can feel it in my rib cage. I would say, what would I rank this? I think the McLaren seats are a little bit better than this. Better than the STO, that's for sure. By the way, guys, a lot of you guys been liking the content lately as I drive here in beautiful Dubai. Let me ask you a question. What do you guys like me to talk about? You guys like me to talk about mindset? That's mostly for my other YouTube channel. I'm a mindset coach, earned 7 figures doing that, which allowed me to even live here in Dubai. And then I just started this car channel. Most of the time I talk about women and dating as we drive these cars, because to be honest, like, I'm not a car like reviewer where I go research the car and then spew out a bunch of numbers and shit like that. Like, that's not what I do. I just take out fun cars like Grand Theft Auto, just like the video game. I take out some cars, I drive them, I enjoy the shit out of them, I pick up girls, I smash girls, and I just live my fucking life here in Dubai. That's pretty much what I do. So, but look at that exhaust. Gee! Yes, sir! AMG never ceases to amaze me with that exhaust. That actually kind of gets me a little bit excited to take out that GT43. I wish it was a 63, but let's see how it compares. That's 63. It's just an absolute beautiful engine. If you guys don't know, my very first car that I ever purchased when I was 19 years old was a C63 AMG, the older version, the 6.2 liter freaking animal. That was my very first car. So I definitely have a connection with the AMG. And right here. So welcome to midday traffic here. So some of y'all been saying, oh, you're not cutting up, bro. Like, why aren't you pushing the car? Y'all dudes need to understand, we are not in America. I am not in America right now. So Dubai has this thing with cameras. Like, there's a camera right there. I don't know if you guys can see it. There's a camera every, I would say, 2 miles. 2 miles, yes. So about every 1 minute of driving, you're gonna find a camera. So right now, like, you see everybody going the speed limit, guys. Tickets are $200, speeding tickets with those cameras. So y'all be like, yo, DeAndre, you're not even cutting up and all this shit, bruh. Like, if you're gonna pay my $200 ticket every time I fucking drive and cut up on a YouTube video, then be my guest. I will run up the tab for you very quickly. So guys, look at, here's another camera right here. Look at how quick that was. That wasn't even a minute. That was 30 seconds to 45 seconds. We just hit another camera. That's what's going on in Dubai. And they're everywhere. Like, every main street that you will drive, you will run into a camera. And if you go, I don't know exactly what it is, I haven't done some research, but I'm gonna make a video about that. If you go above that speed limit, you will get a ticket, you will get a fine, and that's a huge income source for Dubai. And I don't wanna be dealing with that. So in the meantime, there are some back roads that I can take, which I should be doing. I don't know, I did that in the Ferrari. I didn't know why I haven't been doing it. Usually I drive this down south for a reason, like meet up with somebody, but I will cut up in some of the vehicles and go good. But guys, Dubai is not America where you could just fucking drive everywhere. So let's continue here. By the way, guys, have you guys been liking the dating series? You know, one of the things I'm doing here on the channel is I'm experimenting with different styles of content. So we have the POV drives. We can do day drives, night drives. I'm gonna talk, all right? Some of you be like, yo, this guy just be yapping. But guess what? That's my personality. If y'all wanna watch me, we're here to yap, okay? We're gonna talk about girls, we're gonna talk about life. If you wanna just go listen to a POV, turn the sound off, or go listen, maybe I'll create content on the business channel where it's just me driving the car, no sound. But the guys who are gonna subscribe to this particular channel, Miami Patron 2, it's about my personality. They like my view on life, they like me, and this is more about me, cars, and my life and lifestyle, less about the car itself. I just have access to cars. My life's like a Grand Theft Auto, so I want to invite you guys in. All right. But anyways, guys, so we're meeting up with this girl, right? She wants to make content with us. So I've been wanting to make higher quality content, but I'm only one person. A lot of those videos, if you see me on Instagram, a lot of those videos reviewing cars is when I have a chick with me. And so I need a little bit of help. So I'm gonna meet up with this girl. I have no idea where she's from. She has worked with the business before. The business owner knows who she is. I don't know who she is, but I'm gonna link up with her and see if we can make some content. But speaking about women, guys, my Brazilian girl has gone missing in action. Yes, I think it's for one of two reasons. Number one, I think, remember I told you how we set up a date and she canceled literally. So we set up a date at 3 in the morning, which is not a fucking thing. So she lives down where we're going. She lives 30 minutes away. I'll give you guys a quick little recap. She lives 30 minutes away. Okay, we went on a date, we filmed that video, and we decided that we were gonna get back together and link up again. We were passing vibes, everything was cool, vibes were 100%. She told me that, hey, I wanna see you after work on Friday night. And she just so happened to be working literally 2-minute walk away from where I was living. So if you guys remember where I pulled out, she was right over there, where she typically lives 30 minutes away. And she's like, hey, I get out of work at 2:40 a.m. And I was like, I want to see you after work. I said, okay. Now, brother, come on now. Let's keep it 100 on all levels here. Shorty says she's going to pull up at 2:40 in the morning. Like, what does that mean? Like, any nigga's going to want to, like, say yes. So I decided that day to not only move my schedule, because I keep my commitments. I keep my schedule. If we set up a date, whether it's a woman, business, friend, whatever, I put it on my calendar. That's just how I operate. That's how any man should operate. Women don't work on that standard for whatever fucking reason. Well, I do know why, because every dude just lets the girl step all over them, but that's another subject. And she decides to cancel last minute, and that canceling pissed me off, and I told her off. And she didn't like it. And since then we haven't talked. I honestly did text her, she didn't reply back to me. And so it's at the, and she was watching my Instagram stories of the redheaded chick, and I was taking her out. So she's gone missing in action. But fuck it, there's so many women out here. If she wants to be mad at some petty shit, like, that's up to her. But that's enough about that. Where are we actually heading to? Interchange 5. Oh guys, okay, so you guys can probably see right over the hood. This is actually a nice drive. It's a little loud in here. Especially because we have the soft top. But you guys see this here. Let me see if get the preview so I know you guys can see me. I use this preview to see you guys can yeah, you guys are not able to see exactly what I see because the GoPro's on my head. I've tried to put, okay, so guys, I film with the GoPro. There's only 2 places I could put a GoPro. My head with the head strap, or my chest with the chest strap. The chest strap is too low. All you literally see is the steering wheel. The only other option is to put it on my head, and you guys can see but usually you can see right over the hood and you can't actually see the city above me. The other option is potentially putting a camera somewhere around here, but the only issue with that is consistency. Each car is different. Where am I gonna tape it? Where am I gonna put the tripod? If you guys remember the Ferrari video, I had tied rather, a tripod to the back netting of the car, so it was stable, but each car doesn't have that. So I'm not able to make it consistent. So the only way for me to make consistency is to have it on my head. So, but also if you guys have noticed, some of y'all be watching all these videos, you guys have noticed that each car, the angle is different. You remember the Lamborghini? It was absolutely atrocious as far as the camera view. Like, you couldn't see because it sloped down so much. Whereas like the Cullinan, or especially the G-Wagon, that was one of the best views because the G-Wagon has a, you know, a straight down, straightforward look. So depending on the slope of the windshield, you guys can have a better view of the car. But the more you guys watch this content, the more views I get, the more I make a commitment. Well, I'm already committed, but the better things get, you know? Traffic cleared up, guys. There's 14 lanes here. This is by far the largest freeway that I've ever seen. So we have 7 on this side, 7 on the other side, and it's pretty crazy. I've never seen it like completely backed up. Like, this is like a normal traffic day. I've never seen it with so much traffic that like in Miami or New York or Los Angeles, but still, like, it gets a little done up, you know? Anyways, I'm gonna shut up for a minute so you guys can enjoy the car. Actually, we just passed the camera. Let me see if I can get a little. Enough. We got another camera coming up. Okay, so what's my impressions of this car? It definitely does not compete with the big cars, the big boys. Okay, so this is not. Look at this. Yo, look at this. I don't know if you guys see. I'm gonna pull up a little bit more. We got a stanced BMW right here. I don't know exactly the model. I'm not the biggest BMW fan, but it's not too often I see a stanced car. Like, that's some California shit, or at least big California shit. Like, when I see stanced cars, I see them in California. What is this for? Would I buy this car? No, like I wouldn't put money behind it. Would I put money behind it, honestly, to rent? If I was on a budget. If I needed a nice car, I wanted a sports car, and I was on a budget, this is clearly gonna be a lot cheaper than a Lamborghini Ferrari. If it's more than $500 a day, probably not. Like, it's not really worth it. This is for a guy that I think is a fanboy of Mercedes. He likes the look, and he wants a little bit of a sports car. Like this, I would consider this a sports car more than an exotic car. Like, now, I wasn't getting in this car with the expectation that this shit was gonna be a Lamborghini. Like, that was not my expectation. Downshifts sound beautiful. Like, the sound is great. The sound is great. The exterior look on the outside, I love it. That back rear end with the rounded rear, like, questionable. You gotta have a GTS or GTR, but GTR, that's a whole other category of vehicle. Sheesh. Now, I'm not gonna lie, out of all the vehicles, this has the best exhaust. I have not heard any crackles and pops from any of the cars that we've driven lately. This one has some cracks and pops.